I introduced into the record do establish
That's
that
right.
pattern,
Exactly.
and I hope you pay attention to that. And thank you, and I yield back.
The gentleman has expired. The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from Texas, Ms. Jackson Lee, for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so very much. And let me also acknowledge my commitment to the First Amendment for all of the witnesses that are here. And our pointed questions to Ms. Hardaway and Ms. Richardson, obviously because they come with important critiques that we need to address, and we need to address it fairly, and we also need to get the facts. Before I do that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to pause on my time because I would like to acknowledge Takala Ann Allen and Madison, who are Take Your Daughters to Congress, and I think I see Ms. Husband with a young lady here in the back, and I want them to stand, and I want to acknowledge that this is Madison's birthday. Ladies, stand up. I know you can't hear me. There you are, 13, and you stand up too. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I couldn't imagine a better place for them to view democracy. You may be seated. This is democracy in a Judiciary Committee meeting room. Let me...
Will my colleague yield for just 1 second? I'd like to introduce my daughter as well.
I'd be happy to yield. Mr. Chairman, are you pausing on my time, please? I need to... She wants me to yield for her to introduce her daughter.
Oh, yeah, I won't count against your time.
Okay, but...
Tatiana, stand up, from Philadelphia. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be happy. In any event, I think it is important to note two things. One, there is a question of this hearing as to establish whether there was a pattern. I think that's very important. I think we probably have to have 10 hearings, and I don't view this hearing as particularly important. I do want to take note of the fact, Mr. Chairman, that the Senate has just passed out of committee the special counsel legislation, of which it would be appropriate for us to hold a hearing on the special counsel legislation to protect Special Counsel Mueller. That is, in fact, a bipartisan bill with a number of Republicans on it. So I hope, and let me make a formal request that we do so and mark up that bill that has been introduced by Mr. Nadler. I'd also like to introduce into the record articles from Ms. Hardaway, Ms. Richard, dealing with expressions of dismay or disagreement with a number of entities. Ask unanimous consent to introduce exclusive diamond silk crash Hillary Clinton's race baiting. She is not our slave master. Diamond silk criticized Michelle Obama, and then, of course, a message for Oprah. Ask unanimous consent to put these in the record. Thank you. And I think that is clear that there is a First Amendment protection that you all deserve, as I deserve it, as the witnesses deserve it. So let me pose these questions. Ms. Hardaway, have you ever been paid by the Trump campaign?
No, we've never been paid by the Trump campaign.
You've never been paid by the Trump campaign?
We have never been paid by the Trump campaign.
Not $5, not $100?
We have never
What about
been paid. We have never been paid by the Trump campaign.
Let me ask a specific question. $1,274.94.
We have never
Thank you.
been paid.
Ms. Hardaway, my understanding is that you received the now infamous email from Facebook, the email calling your space page unsafe on April 8th, 2018?
No. That was not April the 8th. We received that on April the 5th, 2018.
Thank you. Now on April 11th, you appeared on the Ingram Angle on Fox News to discuss this matter. The host, Laura Ingram, asked, did you get contacted by Facebook, and has this been reversed? Have you been contacted by Facebook?
We was contacted via Twitter on April the 12th.
You responded, we have not been in communication with Facebook, we have not been contacted, we have not spoken to anyone over the phone.
That's true. We hadn't been in contact with them. We haven't spoken to anyone over the phone.
Right, they said it was in direct communications with us, and we had not been in direct communication.
Did you, on that show, say that you were not contacted?
We were not contacted. We was contacted on the 12th. We was contacted on the 12th via Twitter.
All right, so are you saying that you did not lie on that show, or you did lie?
We did not lie on that show. We did that show on the 11th. We was contacted by Twitter on the 12th, by Facebook on the 12th via Twitter. And when we looked in our verifies, there they were.
Is it your testimony today that as of April 11th, when you went on Ms. Ingram's show and said that Mr. Zuckerberg had lied about trying to contact you, that Facebook never reached out to you or Ms. Richardson about this issue?
Mark Zuckerberg said that they was in direct communication with us, that like they had spoken to us. They did not do that.
Did you get information from Zuckerberg or Facebook?
No.
By any means of communication?
No.
You just said you got it through Twitter.
We got it through Twitter
then you
on the
got it-
12th, on
you got
April the
information.
12th.
The next day.
Hold on for a moment. Miss Jackson, don't try to mince my words. Let me explain to you this here. April the 5th, 2018, they took and they deemed us unsafe to the community and told us it wasn't appealable.
Have you
That
got
was April the, April the
Ms.
12th
Hardaway,
is when
I am the one asking questions. You're in a judicial committee hearing, and I respect you, and you're going to respect me. Now, my question is, have you gotten contact from Facebook? And Ms. Richardson may want to answer it. Have you?
No.
All right. And you're saying under oath that you did not. And so the Twitter is not communication? That
The
is
way
a
you
tool of
ask, the way
communication.
you're asking that question is a little
I can-
confusing. No, you're asking
I
that
can
question
only
and
ask
you're
the
missing
question,
words right
have you
here.
gotten any communication from Facebook?
On April the 12th,
And
via
in what-
Twitter.
in what mode was that?
That was via Twitter.
All right, so, and you got information. So your testimony that you did not is not truthful.
That is truthful.
Let me move on to Professor Wallman.
Time of the gentlelady is expired.
I asked that my introduction of my two young ladies not be attributable to my time.
How you use your time is yours, and that did count on your time.
That is not the case.
Yes, it
Professor
did.
Wallman, I'd like you to answer this question.
Time of the gentlelady
If
is expired.
Facebook attempts to answer the question or
Time of the
respond,
gentlelady is
is that
expired.
legitimate that Facebook
Time of
can
the
in
gentlelady
fact